Good morning, everyone, and a Happy New Year. It's Franny here, and I'm helping Jack this morning with his improver class. And looks like we've got a pretty big roll-up today, which is great because it's going to be an interesting class for everyone. And welcome to all those people on replay. I hope you enjoy this session when you get time to have a look at it. So just briefly, if you have any tech issues, please just click above the chat box and there's a little icon there which will help you get support, or simply just go back to your welcome email and try just coming back in again through that, which usually works. So without further ado, we'll get Jack down to the session. So,
morning.
Good morning, Jack. I forgot to start the recorder. Whoops.
That's okay. You start it now, I guess.
You have, yes.
Yeah. Yes, that's something
a very big faux pas, that one. I haven't made it yet, so.
Well, it's a reminder. I need to just always double check that you have done that, because I would kind of think I would forget to do.
No, I haven't. It's going. It's recording's active now. So,
okay, so yes, morning, everyone. All those watching in replay as well. And yeah, of course, I've just had the beginner class half an hour ago, so I'm in the right frame of mind. I was just saying to the beginners, Franny, that I'm pleased we didn't have a class yesterday. I was feeling a bit hungover.
I think everybody was. Oh dear, yes.
Yeah, I was making use of the paracetamol. But they're delighted to, have the class on a Thursday instead, so everyone gets their live, their dose of a live lesson if they want to.
And it's a big day for the Aussies tomorrow. We go into our 5th test with India.
So you're going?
The 5th cricket test.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed for you, Granny, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll see you all a bit later and hang up myself. Here we go.
Yeah, we'll see you on the other side. And here we go, everyone. It's Responder's first bid today. Very important to get it right. And some interesting hands as well. Let's get going, shall we? Yeah, we all know this. It's just beginners are telling us the other day. 6 points to respond if I open one of a suit. And first priority is support with 4 cards, isn't it? Yeah, so just if I opened 1 heart, you'd all bid 2 hearts with that hand there. 6 to 9 points. And that's Responder's support line when you've got 4 card support. So if I open 1 heart, you jump to 2 hearts to show 6 to 9 points. 3 hearts is 10 to 12 points. And jumping to game, you would need 13 points or more. Although if you've got distribution, voids and singletons, then you can bid to game on lesser values. And we'll look at that quite soon, actually. Coming up in the next, coming up very soon, maybe in a couple of weeks, we're doing the losing trick count. Some of you will have done before, some will be rusty on, some will be new to that. So, question and answer, as always. What would be your best bid here after I've opened 1 club? You've got 11 points. As Responder. Yeah, all the right answers coming in from the chat box. Good attendance in the chat box, actually. Yeah, considering it's a Thursday, not a Wednesday, and it's a festive period, you're all jumping to 3 clubs. Yeah, perfect. 10 to 12 points. It just tells partner what your hand is in one go, doesn't it? 4 cards supporting clubs, maybe 5, 10 to 12 points. If they've got 15 points or so, they'll probably now bid 3 no trumps, avoiding 5 clubs, of course, if we possibly can. Let's go straight into hand 1. On BBO, why not? Make hay while the sun shines. It's a 1 diamond opener. West is fine to overcall 1 heart. Only needs 6 or more points to overcall. You must have a good suit. And what's North's responder's first bid then with 10 points? If you're new to our class, let us know. We always like to welcome newcomers to the live class. I recognise most of the names at the moment. Mike and Irene, part of one of our double acts. Beetle, Bernice, Assumpta from Dublin. I think it's Dublin, Assumpta, if you know it's Ireland. Caroline, Richard. You're all bidding 3 diamonds. Well done. Some beginners and improvers only bid 2 diamonds here. No, they get it wrong. 10 to 12 points, 3 diamonds. And back to South. Anything more for South with 15? Just about recovered from my hangover from yesterday. Yes, clear with stoppers in the other 3 suits. Would need to have a stopper in hearts for sure. We can bid 3 no trumps, can't we? I think almost everyone's bidding 3 no trumps. I'm sure you did in replay as well. You don't want to be bidding 4 diamonds or 5 diamonds. 4 diamonds is no man's land anyway. Fourth highest lead. Well, here we go. We're up and running, counting certain tricks. Should only take a second. Looking for the extras. So that's the first thing we do. Oh, Noli's in Ireland as well, of course. We've got a strong Irish contingent, actually. Yes, back from the days when I did some promotion online with the Irish bridge clubs back in lockdown. Are you in Ireland, Caroline, or are you just cold? Or both? Right, down to business. Made our 3-stage plan. Count certain tricks. Second one, look for the extras. And third one we'll come on to in a second. But also, what we need to do is never play too quickly at trick 1. So are we going to play? This is why it's always a good time to think at trick 1. Not for too long, because everyone will get bored. But just a little bit of thought, 10 seconds, 20. Are you going to play second player play low here with the 7 of hearts, or are you going to play the queen? And just try to look at the 2 hands. Try not to look at east-west. What would you honestly do at the table? Would you play the queen, or would you go second hand play low with the 7? Gosh, yes, we have got quite a few from Ireland. Well, that's great. Caroline's in Ireland. Assumpta, Mandy. Morning, Grant, Ken Wallace, Jill, Bernice, Patricia. It's not always second player play low, but the problem is if you make a mistake and play the low here, they put in the 10. You have to win with the king. Now you've got no second heart stopper. So let's go back in time. As long as you put in the queen, it nearly always will be right to put in the queen from Queen Doubleton in no trumps. Or King Doubleton. Yeah, hoping that West has the ace. Because now you see, when it wins the trick, you've now got a second stopper if West ever gets the lead. Yeah, so you're protected from West getting the lead. If East gets the lead, yeah, well, that's no good. So what do we do at trick 2? Having won the Queen of Hearts. Well, clearly the third stage of our plan in no trumps is always the most important. Go for the extras first. Play like a tortoise. Diamonds, that's it. Okay, loses the ace, that's fine. But luckily for us, West had the ace of diamonds and not East. If East had the ace of diamonds, we would be toast. Yeah, I would give you a picture of some toast, but It's all been gobbled up. But no, you would be toast. So that was lucky. Now then, what would you do next as West, having won the Ace of Diamonds? What would you play as West? Specifically, which card? There's 4, 7, 8, 9, 11 to choose from. Which one would you play as West, the defender? And just whilst you're thinking about that, hopefully you can all join. Yeah, if you've got a free time this afternoon, come and join the BBO session, Bridge Base Online, at 2 o'clock this afternoon. If you've never done it before, your New Year's resolution should be to play more bridge on BBO with friendly LBO class members. If any of you want the email for Shauna, who organises the very successful WhatsApp groups, then let us know, and Franny will give it to you now. Les is saying, why would we be toast? Because, Les, if East had the Ace of Diamonds, they'd win it and play back the 10 of Hearts. You'd play the King and you'd lose 4 heart tricks for 1 down. Yeah. You do not want East to be on lead with a heart. I like his question, though. Why would we be toast? So what are they doing? Yes, it would be a mistake to play back a heart because we would just win a trick with the King. You'd just be giving us a second trick. And you know, West knows that the King of Hearts is with Declarer. Okay? 100%. A, because East would have played the King of Hearts at trick 1. B, because South promised a heart stopper when they bid 3-no trump. So they do best to switch to a spade. Well done. And remember, when you switch, it's high for hate. Top of a doubleton. And which spade does East play? They've got a choice. And there's the email that LBO Sports has given you if you need to contact Shauna for the online bridge WhatsApp group. Well done. It's the cheapest of touching honours for third player. So this was good defence, by the way, not coming back a heart. What you're trying to do is get partner on lead to play a heart. Now we can take our winning diamonds. Like this. So fairly quickly, just cashing our diamonds. What card does East discard, do you think, as fourth player? Which one does East discard there? 10 of spades, 10 of hearts, or 3 of clubs? And yes, you must keep the same length as dummy. Don't discard the 3 of clubs. If you make the mistake of discarding the 3 of clubs, which some of you have done in the live chat box, you wouldn't do that in replay, would you? Declare makes 4 club tricks now. So the expression is, as Caroline has just reminded us, from Ireland, keep the same length as dummy. So you can chuck the 10 of spades. It's a really good rule of thumb, that. When discarding, keep the same length of dummy. So if dummy has 4 cards in the suit, you should keep 4 cards as well. Good, okay. So which card we've taken our diamond winners. What does South do next? Which card specifically do they play Declarer as South? We still need 3 tricks. Morning, Richard. Morning, Ellie. Yes, Ellie, be a bit more specific though. I would play clubs too. Patricia is playing the ace. Mike and Irene, Hogmanay cancelled. Yes, a friend of mine was going up to Hogmanay on the train. I'm not sure she would have gone now. I don't know. Yes, you need to play the ace first. The higher card from the shorter holding. Otherwise, they'd get blocked. Well done. And we're only going to make 3 club tricks because East has cleverly held on to their 4 clubs. Right. Let's exit with a spade. The opponents take the last few tricks, which is fine because we have made our 3 no trumps. A good start to 2025, don't you think? 400. Interesting in the play, but also interesting in the defense as well. West, an experienced West, not just continuing hearts. Would have given us the over trick. Yeah, we'd have made 10 tricks and with it the top score. Had West, but West did well to switch to a spade. Good. Let's go back to the classroom. And what would you bid after my opening bid of 1 spade with your 13 points there? So there's a lot to look forward to in 2025. Plenty of online bridge on BBA. Next week's lesson, we're back on with Wednesdays, of course. Oh, interesting. We're playing no trumps next Wednesday at 11 and the rule of 11 in no trump. Very useful. Some of you might be really rusty, want to go back in time. The beginners next Wednesday at 9:30 are doing 2 important bidding rules. So that's the 5-4 rule and the repeating shows 6 cards. They've been learning since the beginning of October. So you're more than welcome if you like. If you want to top up, your subscription covers you for all 3 online classes now. Oh, and the intermediates. Oh, yes, better mention that. On Monday morning at 9:30, for the more experienced members of this class, which is quite a lot of you now, duplicate tactics. The final lesson in my series on doubling and saving, typically at the 5 level. So that's going to be a fun lesson. Are you all bidding 4 spades in the chat box? Yes, you are mostly. Yeah, 3 spades only shows 10 to 12 points. Partner could pass. You got enough for game here. Yeah, don't bid 2. The trap here was to bid 2 hearts. Always show the support for the 4-card major straight away. Good, well done. There you go. That explains why. There's a little copy of the Holy Grail. Okay, let's move onwards. I've opened a diamond. What is your best bid there with 9 points? I can think of several bids you might make, but 1 bid is correct. But well done, the chat box. Yes. Do we bid 1 spade or do we bid 2 diamonds here? Well, should we have a look at the answer? Yeah, this is the exception. If you have a 4-card minor support, you bid the major first, so you don't miss out on the major suit fit. You can always go back to diamonds later. Okay, well done. So bid 1 spade there. Okay, so in principle, responder bids the cheapest of 4s. It's the other way round from opener, who generally bid the highest of 4s. Keeps the bidding nice and low. However, responder always goes high 5s. The same as opener. There's that rather sweet cat giving you a high 5. Do you remember the name of the cat? Famous cat? There's a book about him, wasn't there? Must read that book. I love cats. I'm so bad at reading books, though. I can read. It's Bob. Oh, I know. I used to have a cat like that. It was called Jim. It was very cute. I do love those cats. Orlando. I like it, Mary, but it's not right. No, it's Bob. There was a film as well, I think. Right. Let's move on. I've opened a club. Oh, Mr. Kitty. I like that, Patricia. Original name. Our cat's called Tigger. Right. Less of the cats, more of the bridge. Where are we? I've opened a club. You got 9 points here. What's your best bid there? Choose between 1 diamond, 1 spade, or 1 no trump. Not 1 no trump, no. That would deny a 4-card major. So 1 no trump is out. Well, most of the chat box getting it right, actually, which is good because this lesson was done on a previous class, they got it wrong. So yes, cheapest of falls here, 1 diamond. If partner's got 5 clubs and 4 spades, they'll now tell you about it, so you won't miss out on the fit. Keeps the bidding nice and low. Well done. Yeah, the expression is never deny a 4-card major, Mary, but that applies to if you were bidding, say, 1 no trump. You know, by bidding 1 diamond, we haven't actually denied it because we can still mention it. Well, we can still find our fit at the 1 level. Yeah. So that expression, never deny a 4-card major, is when if you were thinking about bidding 1 no trump here. No, we're just cheapest of falls. Yeah. Good question from Mary. I've opened a spade. Different situation. You've got 17 points this time. Looking at stronger hands now. What's your best bid there, do you think, with 17? I'm going to lay a small bet. Look, there's a pound. You're going to come up with different answers. Yeah? So let's just see. What do you think about if you're watching in replay? You could, lots of different bids you could make. Now let's see what everyone's bidding. Gosh, we're all over the place. I thought we would be. We've got 3 no trumps. Can't bid 1 no trump. Now 6 to 9 points. We've got 2 clubs. We've got 2 no trumps. Oh, not too bad. We're really between 2 clubs and 2 no trumps here. Well, if I just reminded you, should we go back here, to bid the cheapest of 4s, therein lies the clue. What do you think you might do? Cheapest of 4s. There's a get out of jail free card for you, because I'm afraid 2 no trump here. A, it jumps the bidding, taking up bidding space. At B, it only shows 10 to 12 points. Yeah? And the way to remember that is that a 1 no trump response dustbin is 6 to 9. A 2 no trump response is 10 to 12, but it's much better to offer a suit first. Keeps the bidding lower. You don't need a stopper in clubs, Caroline. This is a really important point, this actually. By bidding 2 clubs here, you're not promising any quality in the suit at all. You're just promising 4 cards, all right? I actually like bidding 2 clubs here because often I end up in 3 no trumps. I say often, I will often have 3 no trumps, and the opponents won't lead a club because I bid it. So that's a little Brucey bonus. And actually, to bid 2 hearts here would be wrong anyway because it shows a 5-card suit. Well done if you bid 2 clubs first time round. Not so many of you did. So in the live chat box. So if you did that in replay, you did well. I think it's quite a difficult one now. But yeah, keep the bidding nice and low and then make a strong bid on the second round. Typically, 3 no trumps. Okay. On to the second hand on BBO. Here it is. It's a 1 spade opening. And what would you bid with a north hand? 6, 9, 10 points. Right, well, some of you have fallen into my trap. There you are, falling in, look. Luckily, I've given you a rope ladder so you can climb out again. So I'm feeling kind. But you have fallen into the trap because to bid 3 spades here would always show 4 card support. Yeah, a jump in a suit always shows 4 cards. Well, 2 spades can show 3 cards, but it'd only be 6 to 9 points, you see. So we are going to bid 2 clubs. Cheapest of 4s. South's going to bid 2 diamonds to show their shape. And what bid are you going to make now, if anything, with North? Yes, Ellie, that was a close one. Richard's rope ladder's getting frayed. Perhaps, Richard, you should have put it on your Christmas list. Luckily, Richard, I don't put spikes in my trap either. I'm quite kind. It's a nice, soft, full mattress. There's actually a mattress in my trap. A little bit of rust around, perhaps you haven't played bridge for a week or 2. We had the Christmas party last week. Hopefully you've recovered from your hangover from that, the Christmas online party. But actually it's 3 spades here. Not 2 spades. 2 spades would only be 6 to 9 points. This is 10 to 12. Okay? With precisely 3 card support. Of course, South goes on to game. It's rather like golf, Ellie. You're basically, anyone's only ever as good as the last bid you make in bridge, rather like in golf. You're only as good as the last shot you made. Right, opening lead. What is the opening lead? Yeah, you're bound to be a bit rusty, some of you. You might have had too much to eat and too much to drink over the festive period. Only saying might. I've been very good, actually. I've been on 3 or 4 5K runs over the last 10 days. I'm feeling very pleased with myself. But absolutely, I do not like running at all. But better than going to the gym or swimming or cycling. Right, well, we should lead the unbid suit, Caroline, which is hearts. Mike and Irene are some to yes. Middle up, down. Or a trump. I don't mind a trump, 6 of spades. Don't mind it too much. It's a suitable alternative. I think the unbid suit here. But a trump would have been okay. Right. Well, second player play low. No point playing the king of hearts. We know that West wouldn't lead away from an ace. Well, it's a bit confusing, Mike. Yes. The only problem, 3 is low for like, but you haven't really got much choice here with the hearts. The problem about playing the 7 is that then you play the 3, it looks like a doubleton. So it's a bit of a dilemma. I don't mind the 7, Mike and Irene. The problem is it looks a bit like a doubleton. Right. They do best to switch to a club. And we go to dummy. What card do we play next in the dummy, do you think? But yes, it can be confusing, Mike, but 3, I'm afraid, is any card you've got. Why did we just go to dummy? Yes, I think a lot of this improver class are already playing online and joined one of Shauna's many 2 WhatsApp groups. Yeah, so we went to dummy to finesse the diamond. West returns a heart, remembering to go now for the up one. Middle, up, down, so as it doesn't look like a doubleton. And they do best to return a trump now. Looking at the void, the shortage in dummy. We can win with the queen. But we're okay now. The diamond to the ace. Which diamond do we play next? Creating the void on dummy, Ken. It's nearly always the right thing to do with a singleton or doubleton on the dummy. Some players have a bit of a smokescreen for creating voids on dummy. But it creates 1 or 2 extra tricks. Actually, it would work for you here playing the Jack of Diamonds, but it's not the right card, no. Because East might have run out of diamonds. Yeah. And have a trump left. So, yeah, it's better to play the 2. Because if you play the Jack, everyone follows. Yeah. But then, if East had a trump left, they'd over-trump the 5 of spades. So it's much better to keep on to your Jack of Diamonds and rough with the 2. Sorry, rough the 2 of diamonds in dummy. Whilst everyone follows suit. Back to hand. We're really on the home straight now. Draw the last trump. Winning diamond. And 2 winning trumps. We're going to make 4 spades exactly. We did draw the last trump, Noli. I did at the end. But it was so important to use dummy's trump to make that extra trick. Otherwise, we'd have been 1 down. Right, let's go back to the classroom. Because we needed to keep dummy's trumps, Noli. We're trumping in dummy, you see. We need to create the void. We don't want to draw trumps. Otherwise, we wouldn't have made the extra trick. When you trump in the dummy, you must create the void first. Right, let's move on. So I've opened a diamond this time. You've got 10 points. What's your best bid here, do you think? Choose between 1 heart and 2 clubs. Well, the chat box are almost unanimously bidding 1 heart. Very well done. I think this is quite a difficult one. So well done if you got this right in replay as well. Yeah, you basically forget about the clubs altogether. You'll never mention the clubs on this hand. You bid the 4-card majors. This is what Mary was on about earlier. Never deny the 4-card major. Good. Well done. Good, so let's move on. Responders first bid. The dustbin bid, you all know, is 6 to 9. Can be any shape, singleton or void. That's why we call it the dustbin bid. And there's a picture of my dustbin. Rule of 14 is very useful. Do you use the rule of 14? I use it the whole time. I don't think I've ever broken the rule of 14. So it's been a new suit at the 2 level. Responding needs 10 points. You know that. Or the rule of 14. Passing the rule of 14. Hang on, Caroline's got a question. Can you use 2 no trumps as a dustbin bid over a 2 level opener? No, Caroline, 100% no. No. Let's not go there. BBO has 6-9 balance. That's wrong, Richard. I don't know why they're saying it's balanced. I've never ever heard that before. Must be something different. Nothing I've ever heard of. No. Everyone plays 1 no trump as unbalanced or balanced. I think they've just got it wrong. So rule of 14, you add up the total points in the hand, in your responding hand, to the number of cards in the longest suit. If the total equals 14 or more, then you can bid your new suit at the 2 level. If the rule of 14 fails, i.e. only comes to 12 or 13, then respond 1 no trump dustbin. So let's just practice rule of 14 because it's really, really useful. So I've opened a spade. Would you bid 2 diamonds with that? Or 1 no trump? Would you bid 1 no trump? So some really interesting lessons next week for you. As I've said, on Monday at 9:30, the duplicate pairs tactics course. Final lesson for the more experienced. But it's a fun one, doubling and saving at the 5 level. Right, the answer is 1 no trump. Of course, I would do the rule of 14. I'd be thinking about bidding 2 diamonds, so I'd add up the 5 card diamonds to the 8 points. Only comes to 13. Good? Here's another one. 9 points this time. Would you bid 2 hearts or 1 no trump dustbin? What do you do if you're watching a replay? Again, I would do the rule of 14. Morning, Christine Lewis, Patricia, Assumpta. Richard, we said hello to Jill. Yes, and thank you for joining us on this Thursday morning. It did fully make sense to give you a live class this week. New Year's Day, not a good day for giving live classes. As I was telling the beginners earlier, I'd have been needing the paracetamol. Right, are you bidding 2 hearts? Yes, you are, because you passed the rule of 14. It's happy days. There you go, there's the Fonz. And bonus mark, if you can tell me what film he went to. Yeah, the guy on the right went on to direct some famous films. Bonus mark, you can tell me any of those films that he directed, the guy on the right, on the motorbike. Henry Winkler, of course. On the left, Fonz. Yeah, just coming back to this, everyone. So we've got 9 points in the 5 card suit, so we can bid 2 hearts there. Jill's asking, do we do a class on responding to no trump openers rebid? I don't quite understand the question, Jill. We do a class on responding to no trumps. Yeah, transfers. Not really, I think, Jill's the question. The answer, I mean. Okay, here's another one for you. 1 heart. What, do you respond with that with 6 points? Have to bid something. We do, Jill. But yeah, I think it's not in a specific class. It's just in a general class, that one, Jill. Choose between 1 no trump or 2 diamonds. Was Apollo 6, by the way, was the most famous film that guy directed. Was he called Richie Cunningham in Greece? Right. Are we bidding 1 no trump? Yes, we are. We've only got 13 there, 7 diamonds. So even with a void and a 7 card suit, it's best to come back 1 no trump. Might seem strange, but it keeps the bidding nice and low. That's why I love 1 no trump. I love the dustbin bid. It's my favorite bid. Well, I don't really like having 6 to 9 points, but it's so descriptive and it keeps the bidding nice and low. Let's play hand 3 on BBO. Two of these, of course, you can play through, as you know, and then hit the next button, and I'll take you through the hand, how it should be played. 7, 9, 19 points. What do you open on the north hand? 1 heart or 1 spade? Well, it's the one exception, isn't it? Normally you open the higher ranking of forces opener, but with 4 hearts and 4 spades, open the heart. East can't bid with 14 points. I wouldn't double with that hand. And South, 2, 4, 5, 6 points. What do they bid? Remember, the one exception is 4 hearts and 4 spades, you open a heart. Well, it fails the rule of 14 by 2, doesn't it? 6 clubs and 6 points is only 12. And North with their 19. Three no trumps, yeah. Not 2 spades, by the way. That show 5 hearts and 4 spades. Yeah, and also South has denied 4 spades by bidding 1 no trump. 2 no trump here by North will be 17-18. Inviting game, by the way. With 15-16, I wouldn't bother bidding again, I'd pass. Odds of game are very low. So 2 no trump here is 17-18. Okay, so never play too quickly at trick 1. Counting certain tricks, there aren't very many. Clearly, we need to go for extras in the clubs. Maybe start with the ace. Easier to remember it's gone, maybe. Okay, so which card specifically do we play from dummy now? No, Caroline, no, it's the other way around. Playing Akol, you open the higher ranking suit, except 4 hearts and 4 spades. That's opening, Caroline. Responding is the other way around. Higher card from the shorter holding. Yeah. Would you win with the ace as East or not? There's a clue coming up. It's flying, look. So Slam Duck is saying Happy New Year to you. Nice to bring in Slam Duck, isn't it? Right. So we duck it. An experienced player would duck. Would you duck again? Morning, Flick. Morning, Carrie. Jane Hulbert. Ellie, could East have doubled after the no trump bid? No, not enough points, Ellie. Not enough shape either, really. You know, 4-3-3 is not a good shape to double up for takeout. They would actually, an experienced player, duck this again. Which card do we play as declarer there? What day is it? Thursday. It is Thursday. I kind of lost track of time. It's weird having New Year's Eve in the middle of the week. Yes, don't forget to overtake the queen. Otherwise, the clubs, you'll be stranded in dummy with the jack of clubs. So well done. You could afford to because you've got the 10, 9, 8. These diamonds are useless. This was good defense by East hanging on to their ace of clubs. It's made life more difficult for us, ducking twice. What does East do next, do you think, having won the ace of clubs? Which card would he, or which suit would East play? Dangerous to play a heart or a spade. I would just play back a safe diamond here. Yeah. If you play back a heart or a spade, you're going to give Declare a trick with the king of hearts or the king of spades. So much better to come back a safe diamond. Okay? Gives nothing away, does it? I would not want to be playing a heart or spade there because I'd be giving Declare a trick to the king. My aces want to be squashing those kings. So not many of the chat box found that diamond return, I don't think. I wonder if you found it in replay. If you did really well to come back a diamond there. Gives nothing away. I think we should take the queen. Of diamonds whilst it's there. Let's throw a heart. Now which card do we play? From the dummy. Yeah, best to take our queen of diamonds. We've seen West throwing them away. No, in the dummy. North. Yeah, well, we want to get back to those clubs. The only chance is with a spade. Second player. And fingers firmly crossed now because we're going to go down quite a lot if West has the ace of spades. But luckily for us, East had the ace of spades. Doesn't help them to play it, by the way. So we take our winning clubs now. These will be our 3 winning tricks, won't they? Yeah. They take the last few tricks. With their winners here. But we've made our 3 no trumps. Instructive hand. Good defense from East as well, ducking the club. But well done for starting with the king of clubs. And also well done for overtaking the jack with the queen. Very important to do that. Right. Let's go back to the classroom. We're on to some addendums now. So this is a tricky one. So it's for the more experienced. You know, if you don't fully get it at the end, you can let it wash over like the warm breeze. Haven't had a warm breeze for a while, but yeah, we'll have it today. You may be feeling the warm breeze. What do you think your best bid would be here as a more experienced player? Quite awkward, isn't it? I've opened a spade. You've got 16 points. And again, I'm going to play slightly larger bet now, £1, same bet. You'll come up with different answers. What do we have so far? 3 no trumps, 4 spades, 2 no trumps, 2 hearts, lots of different choices. What do you think about this in replay? Quite awkward, isn't it? I think I'm going to give you a clue. Sometimes in bridge, it's best to manufacture a bid. Make a bid up. I don't like 2 no trumps is no good. That's 10 to 12 points. Partner could pass. If I told you that sometimes you have to manufacture a bid, that's a clue. What bid could you manufacture here? Create out of nowhere. And the clue, another clue, is to keep the bidding nice and low. 4 spades isn't ideal at all. No, that would show 4 card support. You might end up in a 4-3 fit. So 4 spades is no good. 3 no trumps is a shutout. We might have a slam on. So this is going to be new for most of you, I think, in this class. Yeah. Can't double. That'd be an illegal bid. You can't double your partner's hand, your partner's bid. Double is illegal. Should we have a look? This is going to be a new thing for you. There you go. I did say manufacture. There are some cars being manufactured, but 2 clubs here is actually the best bid. An experienced player, an expert, would bid 2 clubs. Keeps the bidding nice and low, and you are allowed to bid sometimes a 3-card minor. Partner will think you've got 4, but if they raise to 3 clubs, you bid 3 spades, showing 3-card support. Okay, so I think that bid will be a new one for most of you watching this morning, either live or in the replay. So very occasionally, and you can't bid 2 hearts, that shows a 5-card suit. So you manufacture a bid of 2 clubs, and again, well done if you knew that or remembered it. Cheating on clubs, it's a good question from Jill. She says, why is cheating on clubs better than cheating on spades? Because spades is the major suit, Jill, you see. That's why. And you might end up in a 4-3 fit. It would be a disaster if you bid 4 spades. It's a new one for Ellie. I imagine it's a new one for most of you now. Let's not dwell on it. It comes up very rarely. Right, I think some of you know this already, quite a few of you. If I open a heart and East bids 2 diamonds, this 2 spade bid by South guarantees 5 cards in the major. All right? Most of you know that. Some might have forgotten, but a major suit response at the 2 level shows 5 cards. That's why on the previous one, we couldn't bid 2 hearts on that. Let's play hand 4. Yeah, getting on quite nicely with time. Quite a lot in this lesson. Quite a lot of, yeah, it's the power hours, I used to say. A fair bit of it should be recap for you, though. 1 diamond. What would you bid the north hand with 18 points? Yeah, just 2 clubs. I wouldn't do anything funny here, like jumping to 3 clubs or anything. What do you do now with the north hand with 18? Points. Well, 3 no trumps is all very well, but partner's probably got a 6-card diamond suit. Not definitely, but probably. I think we need to be more ambitious or something, yes. I'd be bidding 4 no trumps, asking for aces. I would, with such a nice hand, with a lovely club suit to boot. Yeah. 3 no trumps would be a sign-off. Partner would never bid again. So I think with a probable 9-card fit, we can go for Blackwood. So we're playing normal Blackwood in this class. What's the response from South? Asking for aces. Good to practice our Blackwood. 5 clubs is 0 or 4. 5 diamonds is 1. 5 hearts to be 2 aces. And over to North. What next for them, if anything? Well, you're missing 1 ace, but it's a lovely looking hand. I think we should be bidding 6 diamonds here. Yeah, I agree with you. Standard leader, the Jack of Hearts. Right, well, thank you, partner, for the dummy. As you know, I think I like to count losers on this hand. How many losers have we probably got, given that the King of Hearts is probably with East? How many losers have we got? So I like to count losers in high-level contracts, so normally 4 level and above. And counting losers is quite difficult. It's not to do with the, it's not to do with the bidding, it's to do with the play. So if you're not fully in tune with counting losers, it's something to work on over the coming weeks and months. We've actually got 2 probably, the Ace of Diamonds and the King of Hearts. Now, second dilemma, well, first dilemma actually, do we play the Ace of Hearts at trick 1, or do we play a low one, hoping that West has the King of Hearts? Because West could be leading from King Jack 10 or Jack 10, couldn't they? They could have a King of Hearts, but should we play the Ace or should we play low? Don't look at the other cards, please. No, there's no loser in clubs, Leslie W, because we've got the Jack and the 5, but in dummy there's the Ace and the King. Yeah, we're not going to lose a club because we'll trump the 3rd round. Some of you, I think, thought there was a 3rd club loser. Well, if we play low, we're going to be down before we started. So playing the Ace there. Now, what are we going to do next? Are we going to draw trumps or something else? What card are we going to play from dummy now, having won the Ace of Hearts? Well, I was mentioning the crib sheet as well, actually. For those of you who joined in the last few months, have you found the crib sheet? It is on the website. I do an ACOL A4 crib sheet that folds up into 3. It is on the website. But it's really useful. And you print it off and you fold it up, and it's like an ACOL crib sheet. I haven't mentioned it for a while, but just thought I'd mention it, certainly those who joined in the last few months. Now, is there any way of getting rid of that Queen of Hearts? No. Losing the diamond's no good. If we play a diamond, which is wrong, they win with the Ace and take their heart for 1 down. We need to find a way of getting rid of the Queen of Hearts. Sorry, getting rid of the 6 of Hearts. So, go back in time. We play the King of Spades. Not clubs. Clubs isn't going to work, I'm afraid. Now we play the Queen. And which one do we play from our hand? There's very few entries back to the hand, so we need to overtake with the Ace. Play the Jack of Spades. Crucially, the 6 of Hearts goes away. Yeah, well done. It won't work playing Ace King in another club. They overtrump with the Ace of Diamonds and cash their heart for 1 down. Your only hope was that the Spades behaved nicely, which they did. So now we can draw the trumps. They can switch to a club probably. But we can play a diamond to the 10. Trumps a 2-2. Just trump a heart in dummy. And we got the King of Clubs. That's a winner. We'll claim the last few with trumps. Look. Contract making. 9.20. It's not like 13.70 because we're vulnerable. But well done. Like a lot of things in bridge, easy if you know how. Really hard if you didn't. So we finished the lesson on a high. Good start to 2025 for us. Lots of really fun lessons coming up. Some of you, I hope, will start to join the intermediate class. Do just come along and try a lesson, see how you get on with it. But those of you who are more experienced, what we've got coming up, of course, we've got losing trick count coming up in a couple of weeks. Oh, Franny, just before you, it's lovely to see you. I'm just going to tell them about the. Oh, we've got an addendum. Hang on. Stay on the line, Franny.
Okay.
Just a couple more things. Would the viewers respond, I've opened a diamond? Would you bid anything with 5 points here? Yes, we're not quite finished yet. Quite a lot of addendums there. So, yes, would you bid with that hand or would you pass? Thank you, Barbara. Barbara saying Happy New Year to us. Yes, good to get back after the break, Jill. Get back in the saddle. Do you want to leave your partner to stew in 1 diamond? You got a singleton. Or would you bid 1 heart? That's the choice, really. I wouldn't bid 1 no trump. So it's either pass or 1 heart. For the more experienced, of course. Should we look at the answer? It's 1 heart. I'd definitely bid 1 heart there. 2 reasons. Firstly, playing week 2 openers, you should always respond with 5 points. As opener could easily have 21 or 22, a strong hand. And secondly, I would not like to leave partner to languish in 1 diamond with a singleton. So for the more experienced players, would definitely bid a heart there. Okay? So that's something to think about. Oh, and finally, here there's another addendum as well, look. They're coming thick and fast today, Franny. So I've opened a heart, everyone. Do you bid 2 diamonds or 1 spade with 14 points? There's another addendum. And obviously the addendums, everyone, by nature are harder. You know, so if you don't understand the addendums, you let it wash over your head, like the warm breeze. Would you bid a spade or 2 diamonds there? It's interesting. 14 points. Again, some of you might not have come across this one before. And this one's quite subtle, actually, as well. So don't worry if you get the answer wrong. Should we have a look? Because most of you are bidding 1 spade, but actually the answer is 2 diamonds. The reason being, if you've got 12 or more points, responder can bid the 5-card minor at the 2 level and not respond 1 spade. The reason behind that is if you've got a strong hand with 12 points or more as responder, you'll always be strong enough to bid the spade 2nd time round. You won't miss out on the spade fit. So up to 11 points inclusive, you'd bid 1 spade. 12 points or more, you're strong enough to bid 2 diamonds. But that is for the more experienced, that one, Franny. Yeah, because it's quite subtle. The reason behind it's quite subtle that perhaps not everyone might get. Someone's just replied, heck. No names mentioned.
You will get a chance to bid your spade, so.
Yeah, that's the point, you see. With a game-going hand, you know, you will get a chance to bid 2 spades again. Yeah. We need to remember 3 things, Franny.
Only 3.
Only 3 today. Respond with the cheapest of 4s. The response of a new suit at the 2 level is 10 plus points, or maybe rule of 14. And finally, a major suit response at the 2 level does promise 5 cards. Oh, Hetty's too shy to join in. Maybe in the future, Hetty. But nice of you to say hello at the end.
Big crowd.
Yeah, really good for a Thursday, isn't it?
Yeah, big crowd. And we have to say good luck to Caroline with her first bridge comp.
End of the slideshow, look. Yes, good luck. Oh, Caroline's bridge competition. Hello, Richard. Yes. Nice to see you again in inverted commas. Oh, Penelope's with us. Hello, Penelope.
All these new names, or you know these ones, Jack.
Yes, I think Penelope is certainly. She might have been with us for a while, but new to the live chat box. I know Penelope anyway from a long time ago. Hello there.
I think sometimes people don't want to give an answer in case they're wrong, or
they're just a bit shy, or they're concentrating too much, on the answers to type in.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ken. I enjoyed that lesson too.
Yeah, it was great.
And Hetty is new, which is great.
Yes.
How new, I don't know. Mike and Irene. I think the cobwebs have been blown away, haven't they, in Edinburgh? Like with the wind and rain you've been having.
Maybe it's a good idea to come as a double. You can get some backup.
Sorry, Franny, come to where?
Maybe it's a good idea coming as a double because you've got some backup.
Oh yes, the double acts. Yes, we've got a few double acts, which is lovely. Oh, Penelope's keeping quiet as well. Yes, I promise not to say your name again, Penelope. Yeah, there's quite a few, just like kind of just get on quietly in the background, not willing to risk their reputation in the live chat box. But no, it's great to give wrong answers. Bye, Ellie. Thanks for your company too. Well, no, I really enjoyed that lesson. As I say, next week is playing no trumps, typically ducking aces, and also the rule of 11 on the opening lead, Franny.
Yep, that was a good reminder.
And for those who've
forgotten that,
yeah, it's a useful one. And also on Monday, the duplicate pairs tactics. That's going to be exciting as well. Yeah, for the medium experience, it's not rocket science. I think they'll enjoy that one. It's a fun one to finish.
I think this crowd can more than cope with that one.
No, they're fine for it. Yeah, I mean, actually, a lot of them, Franny, will be able to join the intermediate class on Mondays. We're not teaching, that difference. Quite often we're teaching this lesson, for example, I taught 2 months ago with the intermediates. So there is now a bit of overlap between the intermediate and the improver. And then, of course, we've got the beginner as well. They've been going 3 or 4 months for those who just want, haven't got the building blocks. They're best off doing some beginner lessons as well. Well, listen, Franny.
All right.
I better not keep you up too much longer.
Okay. Well, that was fabulous. Thanks, Jack, and thanks to everyone who joined the class, and also the unspoken heroes that are on the what do you call it? The record. Yes.
Oh yes, everyone watching on the watching the recording. Yes, always nice to have those watching in replay. So, Franny, yes, we'll see you next week, I think.
Next week I'll be away because I'm off on a short cruise.
Oh yes, you mentioned that before. Yes, just remind us where you're cruising to.
Oh, we're going up to Sydney. The cricket starts, and then off to Tasmania on the Cunard, the QE2.
Oh, well, that'd be a really nice New Year treat for you.
Be lovely.
Gosh, well, sure to send us take a few pictures, and then show us a couple of pictures when we see you again. It's
beautiful, and it's a beautiful place that the ship leaves from. The Sydney Harbour is absolutely gorgeous.
Sounds amazing. Gosh, I'm quite jealous.
Oh gosh, that's something for you. You're always away.
Well, funny enough, I am away again quite soon, but it's a mystery location, so I can't tell you where. But
okay, all right.
Another mystery location, Franny.
So happy New Year to everybody. Hope it's a great one.
Happy New Year.
Jack.
Bye, Jack's mum.
Bye, Jack's mum.